I call it a stumble. Just trying to survive here in this second map. We are looking for a Vibe Merchant. I would love to buy.
Karrigan, Dorvaretta's up close. Good double kill to start things off. Molly's going to deny this retaking through heaven like BC.GAME were hoping for, and that gives FaZe the room to get the bomb planted.
Good pause from Brokey here. They're coming out from the heaven, though. Everybody. s1mple checks flank, and he just missed the timing. Karrigan coming in late on ramp. Maybe too late, though, as FaZe move in. Or rather, BC.GAME drop in. Brokey waiting for the time to strike. 4 players on his screen. He knows everyone's dropped into the site. He takes 2, maybe a 3rd. Final bullet. Got to get that reload off. And his team are here for support. s1mple is too far gone. It's Brokey with the ace. Hiding out in plain sight.
Okay, we know what to do here.
Oh no, man. You can't start like this. s1mple, you replaced him.
What if the real s1mple was the brokies we made along the way?
Brokey breaks s1mple in the pistol.
Outside smokes now in. s1mple's just going to play right through them. I think they know.
Nothing to lose.
Actually, no, they're just slowing down here. So s1mple could be a bit of a nasty surprise, but the check is ready to come through for Twists. Doesn't even get to fire a bullet. It's 2 quick kills. And I trust FaZe to just wrap this one up. 5 on 3.
Don't say that. They aren't looking to make a mistake or hiding out, waiting for any recommit. And as BC.GAME gamble on lower, FaZe move in. They have the whole map to play with. And here, Harry, I would trust FaZe
Yeah.
to wrap it up.
No, exactly. They're not going to jump the gun in a 5 on 3. They keep it diligent. They go take heaven. The best post plant out here on the top site, and you know you've won the round.
Well, save your SMGs and give it another go.
Certainly one of the more unique feeling games here in Krakow.
Tonal whiplash.
I think at this point, you just kind of have to hope it becomes a bit of a game of individuals for BC.GAME, because the desk were highlighting how just nothing felt right, nothing looked right. The energy being off. The fact that the team feels a little divided.
Yeah,
They're not on the same page.
Sirius got a 1v2 clutch and s1mple didn't even look at him, he didn't fist bump him, he didn't even acknowledge it, to be honest. Safe to say, not all mates. So FaZe, you know, like there is still a game being played inside the server, but it feels like a really hard one to mess up at this point.
I mean, usually Karrigan, the type of leader who tries to get in his opponent's head a bit, and he doesn't really have to here. You know, he can just manage his own team, and BC.GAME are doing the rest.
Yeah, you'll notice Karrigan hasn't done any smack talk in this match.
No, like, if anything, I think actually he's been going a bit like leaning into the celebratory angle, because it's like, look at how much fun we're having.
Yeah.
Are you guys having fun?
And, you know, there's nothing like talking smack and they're coming back and hitting you in the face. You know, I think FaZe have their own things to deal with right now, trying to get back to major form. into a stack here.
Right into karrigan. Oh, caught by Heaven as well. He will get swarmed. Ran through, and so FaZe have to react quickly. They made the decision to drop down lower, get away from this stack that's taking shape out in Heaven, out in hell. One falls in toe down in lower, and you've got only a few seconds to get comfortable here.
Great rotate for Twist there. I think if they stay topside, BC.GAME are going to pounce on them from all positions. Now they're forced out ramp through one choke point, 3 guns looking their way. FaZe just tear through them. s1mple 1v2. Can't take a single shot. He's crept into the bomb side, but no kills available right now. Hoping for a mistake that will not appear. FaZe tucked into position. Oh, I say that. Frozen gives him a chance, and s1mple 1v1, 4 bullets. Opts for the pistol, runs away, but there is no time for this round, and he knows it. Brokey secures a third. FaZe essentially a 3-on-5, and they pick it up. Vent rotate makes all the difference there.
Need brain dot Joker, guys. Need brain dot Joker.
No ops yet. A-pop.
Karrigan once more able to offer some form of resistance. Again, a double kill in the pistol. It wasn't enough. Surely it will be here. Crazy out a ramp lives up to his half of the bargain as well. And so we're left looking, and they're saying, Brokey, you're going to have to get us another ace.
Well, he's up against the 3 best friends. Smoke down, Brokey shifts in. It's a unique smoke, I'll give him that, but it does provide a bit of cover on the plant. Interesting.
Oh God, they're all so nervous.
They're hating themselves.
So nervous. It's fine, surely. It's one guy. Brokey already has an ace in this map already. So gets the spot off, takes s1mple moving in to stop him. And oh, we were scared, we were nervous, but BC.GAME will stop him.
To be fair, Mutiris should not be going there, right? 3-on-1, like you're already in a bit of a calamity of a round. You've had your 2 anchor players get a double kill. Just wait for your team.
Let's say there could be some reason why Mutiris is doubting his read on the game a little.
I can't quite pin my finger on it, Harry. Maybe it's the season, maybe it's the weather. Maybe it's the moons. Ooh, oh, I liked it, but falling off the run boost. s1mple crosses back garage, and Brokey has his orb. Well earned, I'd say. Damn good start to the game for Brokey, 10-1. Even those couple of kills on the way out for Brokey mean that a round win here would put BC.GAME's money on notice.
Gonna try and make it across. s1mple waiting in the back of garage. It's clear that they're down to be involved here. He's got Mutiris and Electronic nearby to lend a helping hand. Flash play, but no one scales with it, just to try and bait shots out from a garage player. It's Jacob up to around the main smoke, trying to hop on through. Mutiris his eyes on. s1mple up next. Missed opportunity to find karrigan, goes back for it, and second time's the charm. s1mple starts taking heads off out in the yard. Brokey with the response, but, and I've said this already, they would need another ace from Brokey.
Orb secured here for s1mple. Couple of nice shots at him with the AK. And BC.GAME survive with good economy. Good sign early in the CT side. Now, we're in s1mple's prime, right? I think this was his best half of Counter-Strike. CT side nuke, playing rotation on the orb. He was everywhere. He had such a good read of the game. Materials, I like that energy. As BC.GAME have nothing to do but try here and upset FaZe on FaZe's map pick. So, good to see s1mple on an orb trying to get involved. Throwing himself into the conversation. He's going to start ramping this round, freeing up his rifles outside, but FaZe have only pistols. Maybe they'll come s1mple's way after all. He is very committed. Crazy here to help. I
mean, something that Yank has been talking about on the desk is the idea that if BC.GAME are going to win matches, it's got to be snowbally, right? Just a lot of success kind of following each other. That's going to bring you back into the game. Winning just feels good. And so the individual form starts to step up a bit. They can put their differences from that first map aside and start to focus on this one. Ooh. Tap back for Frozen, but you're not getting through this ramp hold anytime soon. BC.GAME will tie things up.
Yeah, nice, clean, easy on the ante, and now the buy comes out. Big buy for FaZe to break that momentum and break that mood if they can. Because BC.GAME have built a bit of money in these last couple, with 4 players surviving.
Fast A play was certainly on the cards there for FaZe Clan, getting postured for it. Even a Twist's ready to drop on down, and he might still get to make his play. Tap on a s1mple, 5v4 secured. Oh. You think, why bother following through? We've got all this space outside now.
Double vent, this is a crazy gamble for BC.GAME. They're going to have to play aggressive and move up through secret. Triple vent, what are we doing? I've never seen this. 3 vent is belief. Maybe beyond it. They can't sit still here, not forever. You almost feel like you have to make a play. Kill or death doesn't matter. You've got to move forward, and so a trade comes in. FaZe now know the A side weakened. Can they take that space? Twist is up heaven. Aragorn is not in the site. This is a retake from B. FaZe are in heaven.
And it just becomes a very hard round to lose now for FaZe Clan. Gifted the A site, gifted the wrap round.
I'm very surprised they went for a triple secret. Maybe feeling like they just have to make a gamble and nail it. FaZe had all the room outside.
I mean, I think it's, you know, a bit of a shame because it ends up looking silly, but you know, for Mutiris and the Saw core, Nuke was always a cornerstone map of this team. Yeah. I actually think they had some really cool ideas for how to play it back in that Saw roster, and it actually did feature a lot of wild rotates around the vent. They played a very mobile CT side, very mobile T side, a lot of it about these gambly stack rotates where you try and make plays. So the round there doesn't feel actually too far apart from the old, like, Saw DNA for how they used to approach this. It's just versus, you know, FaZe Clan here, where you're lacking some of that speed and tenacity on the rotates. If the gap's left open for even a second too long, FaZe are going to find it.
They have multiple times up heaven here in this match. s1mple in the vent with the orb. Late smokes coming down in for FaZe there, orb also outside. With those smokes down, s1mple's got another job to do away from the vent and back to secret.
If you go over, you know, Mutiris' time in that old Saw roster, while he was there at the helm, it was their most played map and their highest win rate by 100 maps played over the next closest.
Oh, the quick switch in the corner. Frozen pays the price. Little walk through the smoke for Electronic, and he just gets away with it. Absolute murder. FaZe just have to hit this top side. They're coming through the main smoke now. Bomb is late. No one's watching. Jacob walks in. Could have been a double.
Exec getting rolled out through the door. karrigan won't survive down into the vents. Bomb does get down there, but that's a problem for FaZe Clan. Brokey burns one out, but gonna get tango with here as they crunch upon the lobby. And only Twists left, 1v4, Bomb down at B, and 15 seconds. Not even a magician can make magic happen here. It's the end of the line for old mate Twist as Mutiris finds him out.
Very weird round here, coming down from a gamble on B to just a smoke push, and Frozen getting quick switch timinged. Electronic with a double take and gets back. And even though FaZe make them regret it for a moment with Jacob walking out door, he needed a double kill to even entice FaZe back in. They were too out of position to make that round happen. Well, FaZe trying to do too much on this T side. In a weird way, I feel like FaZe may excel in a round like this with 2 Tech-9s and 3 AKs. Perhaps some pace behind it could be a nice injection to their T side. Something more explosive, where BC.GAME have to communicate very well.
Yeah, certainly one of the things you've been able to exploit in this series. And so an up-tempo round. Let's see how they deal with it. Util in, Electronic out with the first. It's a quick trade, a swift trade on these door players. Aragorn been good for doubles in these A-holds. This time, not a requirement as Mutiris comes to his aid. karrigan, oh, crazy. I think he just got that spot. It looked like it was on the minimap because he can't quite figure out where karrigan actually is. And that could lead to some weirdness happening. He suddenly looks so worried about hell, about the scale, couldn't really piece together what he just noticed, but knows he's seen something. Still, karrigan gets to play it forward, and now Pitson is Mutiris. Oh dear!
That gun falls down and he just laughs it off. Goes hunting with a Tech-9. Beautiful shot from karrigan. And the 3 Portuguese players crumble.
You could see that Crazy saw something, man. It had to be a minimap spot on karrigan. Because he suddenly got so paranoid, and then I think he thought he just cleared everything.
Nice! What the fuck?
And Mutiris did so much, man. That double kill.
You thought they just won that round. The one that you said was going to be tricky to deal with, that you were a little bit nervous in, and it wasn't down to the pace, it wasn't down to the chaos. Just a good timing from karrigan out to heaven.
He's able to just find a gap in the mid-round and exploit it to the nth degree. Round lead now. Restless economy. Whoever loses this, plunged into an eco. Crazy, spotted on his jiggle, might just have to surrender the position, but there's no one fast rotation. This leaves gaps open again. The triple gamble, Harry. Look at this. Before they even lose ramp, they are 3 lower. Are they going to play active here? This is not easy. Coming back up this ramp position. FaZe going to find good headshot angles, but FaZe are walking hell. And so you know what? It might just work out.
No one's even looking at this. The ramp players will catch the push into hell, and so Electronic will get eyes on in time. It's more of this, you know, highly mobile CT side that you've come to expect from Mutiris on this map.
Yeah, I kind of love that one.
I have to say, credit to him. I think it would have been so easy to kind of come into this one writing off the series a little bit in your head, but he's calling his his own game, the way he likes to play. It's one where they just have a lot more reps in recent memory than s1mple and Electronic, so you kind of have to trust them. You kind of have to defer to the Saw core on this one. They're not letting them down right now.
That was, yeah, the difference is, last time they just went triple vent off of losing outside control and just sat still. This time at least they play active, they clear a new position, they come back up ramp, they find FaZe, of course, perfectly walking to hell with 3-4 players.
There's Electronic trying to hype up the gang as well.
Dude, are they back?
They actually could be. It does feel like they're back.
T-side's going to be really hard, though.
And dude, I mean, Mutiris has been a part of like all of these plays. He's been in with the pack, you know, cooling with the rest of the team. Very much feels like they're actually letting him have some room to play in this one. FaZe, there might still be twisted turns left in this series after all.
Yeah, the buy does come through here. Desperate buy for FaZe. Twist solo AK. They've won this round already, but that's going to be a nice start for Mutiris. Again, good information outside. Mutiris doesn't overplay. With a 5v4 and info, s1mple catches Brokey crossing. FaZe falling on their face. Mutiris drops that rifle in no man's land. And so 2v5, sure, the vent might give a bit of room here to Frozen, but s1mple's inside of B. This will come as no surprise now. Crazy supporting, and they know at least one is down here. They heard s1mple throw that nade, they know it's dark. So FaZe goes storming in and meet their maker. Crazy with a double. BC.GAME at even half.
I'm liking this a lot more. Liking this a lot more. Just kind of works, you know, the idea that you have the 3 Portuguese guys setting the tone of the round, playing together. For s1mple and Electronic, it's, you know, a mission of come along if you want. If not, just hold your own spot, do your own job. And in a way, it looks like everyone's coming off better for it.
Yeah, I worry about FaZe a bit, but I think let's see that second half. They're going to throw themselves back in the ring one more time. Electronic up the ladder like it's a pug. Like it's a pug. He just walked right by FaZe. They have no idea. How is he here?
Is this for his new TikTok account, man? Look at him go. Electronic with one hell of a move.
s1mple's ready on ramp.
They're going to try and run down Crazy. He will struggle to hold on as he gets over Ram, but still, sure, they have ramp. Only vulnerability that leads from that is lower, and Aragorn's already down there. You've got them boxed in right now.
They're like, look up, watch out. He was on the roof.
Going back to try and re-clear the lobby. It's a tall task, especially when you know that Electronic was up on the roof. He's since departed, playing it safe, back of A site. Support nearby in the form of s1mple as well. The AWP strikes one off the tally. And avert your eyes, because BC.GAME come through with a winning CT half, collecting themselves T-side of Nuke. We get a damn sight easier with the pistol. Let's see what Mutiris has got for us.
A very hard series to characterize here. I don't know what this would say about FaZe to fall in this map after the way that they shredded BC.GAME on Dust 2. The question is, how deep is this T-side for BC.GAME? s1mple's P250 showed off on Dust, comes out and crosses in this one as well. FaZe grant the space. It's only Twist and lower. A lot of space being gifted over. Can Twist stop them as he gets trapped inside of these hallways? Mutiris and s1mple run him down side by side. Brokey in the bomb site, but they want nothing to do with this. They're going right back up the vent.
So classic Mutiris. Up through the vent, last second rotate, and he's completely dodged the FaZe Clan stack.
This is like the Saw we saw in Cologne, the very Saw team that beat karrigan in the playoffs. Calling rings around him. karrigan's running in circles. Electronic backstab, goodbye. This pistol is BC.GAME's.
It really feels like here on the second map, keys to the car have been fully given to Mutiris, and he's allowed to drive it wherever he wants. Whenever he wants.
s1mple goes searching. Will be found by Jacob, who's had a rough series. Didn't really feel like it mattered in that first map, but now is certainly going to be called into question here on the CT side of Nuke as BC.GAME surge ahead. A pistol after a winning half, FaZe just feel lifeless. It's not been a moment from an individual. There's not been a player to believe in this game. Brokey is 14-7. You would barely know it. Because he went 10-1 with an ace in the pistol, those first few rounds were immaculate, and he has had not a single teammate to rely on in this map. Jacob, Frozen, karrigan, 4-4, 3 kills on the trio. BC.GAME calling from the front, go fast outside.
I mean, you and I were literally talking in the break about some of the Mutiri's vent calls on this map. The fact that he brings one through straight away in the pistol is a very, very promising sign.
It's just crazy. You get all the space on B from, remember, you got outside and ramp. You've cleared everything. You've cleared B. You killed the B guy, and you still end A. It's so obnoxious. It's the last thing FaZe are ready for.
And this is where FaZe are kind of getting the opposite end of the mental we were talking about from BC.GAME. You thought you were going to comfortably walk through this team with no issue. Now they're actually fighting back. You've got to dig deep.
And I wouldn't even say that it's like, oh, BC.GAME is just playing like they don't care anymore, and they're just running around and they're catching FaZe off guard. Like, BC.GAME are playing structured. They're doing wacky things, but they're doing it together right now. They are believing in this match.
If anything, it just feels like they're actually united under one banner right now, and it is just Mutiri's fully in control.
Okay, nade is nice. Oh, no, it's not. The bounce is wrong. Brokey can't find the gap behind that smoke. karrigan looks to punish at the back of the site, but Crazy holds on to his position. s1mple's going hunting. They've called the save. When will s1mple realize they're going to walk away? And BC.GAME converting on their pistol. Just like that, it's 9-5, and FaZe are going to need to do work on this CT side. Terrorists win. Is the word ancient really going to have to leave my mouth? The third map of this series.
Even the whole, converting on the pistol is a big deal for BC.GAME. They have the worst conversion in those second round of all the teams in Krakow. And so that's even a departure from the expectation. They've so often let those rounds get away from them, but not here.
A limp game for FaZe. Couple of deagles. And BC.GAME. Look, if you are believing, if you're listening to Mutiri's right now, he is going to call some nice patterns at the start of this T side. A fast B play. A couple of them. Now slow and silent behind the smokes. They make it down. FaZe have no idea. FaZe can't afford to believe that the entirety of BC.GAME have pushed behind these smokes. They've now been offered this B bomb site. BC.GAME trust their read. They can walk in. If they overcook and go up the vent, that's when it can go very wrong.
But you see, even though Mutiri's likes to use these vents, they usually only do it when there's a proper purpose to it. And here it looks like it is just the follow through into lower.
Execute the site, use your util, and that's your round.
It really does seem like they went away in between the maps and said, look, we need to know who's in charge. And I don't know who said it, whether it's Taz, whether it's Mutiri's himself, but it looks like he has been put as the man in control, and everyone else is hanging on his every word. This is a very, very nice look from BC.GAME. I did not think they had this in them after that first map. It felt like it was the closest we've come to seeing a team disband live while the game's still on.
Yeah, I'd love to know if it was, Taz taking s1mple away and talking to him after that first map.
Well, also, I think some credit to Electronic, man. He's been trying to mend the wounds a little. You've seen him hyping up the gang. He's also been the one linking up with the Saw trio in a lot of these plays. It's no getting away from the reputation that Electronic built up post that time in Na'Vi. A lot of folks looking on him unfavorably as someone who bought down a lot of teams, but here feels like he was the guy trying to mend some bridges in this matchup.
All right,
and
FaZe.
BC.GAME now, double digits, buy round for FaZe Clan. Things are getting serious here, FaZe. This might be about to go 3 maps, and no one saw that coming.
Yeah, FaZe, are you here now? Knock, knock, hello. It's 10-5. We've got 3 players who have barely killed anyone in this entire map. Brokey went 10-1. He's gone cold since. There's been nothing to talk about in the FaZe camp. There's been nothing. It's now or it's never. Ancient is our decider. Can FaZe fall back on one of their best maps historically, on the map they took over Team Vitality in a major final? Or are they just getting rings run around them again? Another smoke crossed the secret. Frozen dispatches. Departs down to that B bomb site. Paranoid. And it might just be another round where BC.GAME commit to the call and go out B. This just comes down to Frozen. Multi-kill or bust. No one is in position to assist right now. FaZe are doing nothing on the map. They are hoping this play comes A. Oh, I feel like this is going up the vent. No?
I don't know.
Okay, Rookie's here.
Do their diligence of clearing the site, and now they know about Frozen. They try and charge him down. Needed a multi-kill. 2 will do to at least keep this competitive. But there's still a bomb plant here for BC.GAME. Electronic goes and fetches that AWP for s1mple. Make sure you make him comfortable in this post plant, because this duo have got to see it through to the very end.
Electronic low, sticks on the rifle. He trusts in Sasha to get it over the line. Electronic spotted, pulls back, waits for the fight to come his way. s1mple felled, and Twist nade connects as BC.GAME do fall in that post plant. Lurk cleared out. FaZe know what they're up against. Flushing Aragorn out of the lobby and ending it on that B bomb site. Well put together for FaZe. A much needed round in a dire game for FaZe Clan. Frozen, big double in defense as well.
Absolutely huge. Has multiple players flooding out to try and deal with him. And so the fact that he even, makes that interest in the whole reason they're able to justify giving that a look in, the reason they're able to justify hanging around in the lobby, is because of that Frozen multi-kill.
And FaZe grasp that round and keep believing.
See how much the one misstep will shake BC.GAME as well, right? Because they've been on a hot streak, 6 rounds in a row, just came to an end right there. Back to the yard cross again. Gutierrez has been calling this every single time. I just feel like they finally got answers to it, but talked about it already. Gutierrez likes a mobile T side. And so right when you think you've made the right adjustment, he can try and use that against you. It's a clash of minds here, right? We said map 1 was a captain's game because they were both putting up crazy numbers. Well, this one still is. It's a battle of brains. Karrigan versus Gutierrez in piecing these rounds together.
They're just going to keep calling this one till it comes through. Twist gets pushed back by a Molotov. He's out of util. He's out of commission. Plays inside of B. Back up in the rafters where Frozen just got 2. Twist looks to replicate. Difference is there's no Brokey on rotation, not yet at least. He is stuck back on the A side. Twist is alone and he needs to provide.
Door swings wide. Frozen last time able to get a double from here. Twist still a threat, will get quelled. s1mple gets past him. Bomb out in the open. Electronic goes to retrieve. s1mple tries to cover. Low on health. Had to hit that clean. He picks it up. Aragorn's lurk nets him another. And s1mple even feigning the fallback just to dine on a 4th. BC.GAME eating good right now. And s1mple don't want that AWP. He's liking the rifle.
Yeah, hybrid mode on this T side. BC.GAME just calling constant B hits, walking behind these smokes, unbothered.
Oh, and now they feel like a team all of a sudden.
Just unreal that it'd be one thing if this was the dawn of the series, but after a map that just felt like this team was collapsing in.
They're celebrating now as well.
Never seen anything like it. Resilience, recovery. And now FaZe's money, shaky. at what could be the end of Nuke. I cannot believe this game is potentially going into a 3-mapper. FaZe won this map so many times at the major. Sure, they got bashed by 3D Max coming into the season here on Nuke, but back in Budapest, beating Vitality on it twice, beating Mouse, beating Na'Vi, a 5-win streak, 7 out of 8 times.
Well, in these kind of awkward ecom rounds, it's often where karrigan defers to Neo. And so he had a timeout ahead of this one, chance to leave his mark. Because no doubt Taz has in between maps here. Not just this clash of big names. Former teammates in the case of s1mple in this FaZe Clan squad from the major, but 2 legendary coaches from the best Polish lineup, blow for blow.
No.
Backstab on twists out in main. karrigan and Frozen will reply, and they keep the advantage belonging to FaZe. Closing in now on the backside players is Aragorn, and Crazy's found another. Sideswiped out of the round of FaZe. They battle hard, desperately trying to hold on to upper. The stack was in the right place, and it isn't enough. BC.GAME. Map point is as good as theirs.
s1mple's hunting Brokey as well, trying to save this glass orb. He doesn't even know s1mple has reset back around the world, and s1mple looks to make a statement on his way out. Trying to squeeze this final kill to confirm Brokey's gone. There is no orb, there is no hope, there is no FaZe here on Nuke. And that's a tilter as well. They just walked through main, Harry. karrigan not watching. Twist shot on a reload. 3v4 with double back sight. And BC.GAME make it look easy. That is map point.
You can just see the increased comfortability, getting a call from the front here as well. Knowing that FaZe are nervous that you've been using this outside area to such devastating effect, and with all their individuals hitting a little harder, feeling a little sharper, and everyone being on the same page, BC.GAME become a real threat. Aragorn down at lower.
FaZe just don't know how to solve this. They've had 3 different players play that secret rotation in the CT side. All to the same success, none. Brokey on a big flank, he's cleared lobby. FaZe might just have to gamble B in this position. Are they going to go do so? Twist drops in with Frozen. Brokey will just miss these players crossing in, but they know where BC.GAME are going. It's all about stopping them now.
Just a swarm of players. A very tall task in front of you here.
It's not easy for Brokey either. Oh, Aragorn's gone back. Brokey wants him to walk into the stack.
He can't go too early. And we've said to no end, Mutiris loves playing around with events. If he doesn't like what he sees, they could try and leave. They spot Brokey. They will commit out through the window. s1mple out in the open. Electronic finds another. B-hole now known about, and it gets reduced to dust. BC.GAME. Nobody saw this coming. But somehow they bring the best out of s1mple.